Lance now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
Here we go. And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flag 2. Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game and
looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49ers as they score the touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Come on, guys,
well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like the runners getting this, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Davis Price on first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On the jump.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
79 Broncos. Hurt. 60 Bobcats.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Completes it to Austin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Viking 18. Alert. Ready.
Now they will run it with Davis Price. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
60 Maverick. Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brown. And that's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
10
Last
seconds.
time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big string like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you bet fan bases that wanted that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Price once more. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there. Catch safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big mighty guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mustang 19 Wyatt.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And from the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense
Drop
at the
60,
line.
drop 60.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Cut 19, cut 19.
Play action, Brown. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Let's go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
18 Randall.
Operating from the gun, Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready,
2nd and 7.
52 plastic.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's
Ready,
column.
set.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Green jack.
To throw, it's Lance. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. My God.
And now here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. It's a gain of 34.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times, defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse the field.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the set.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Set.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready. Smash. Ready. Cluster. 6. Ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Set.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gold with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Brown now. A final shot before break. sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half would have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Let's
the
go.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Okay, break.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we go.
An extra DB for the 49ers now in 3rd. Back to throw. Brown. He finds his man complete. It's Austin. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And there's another stop.
Let's
One
go
of the
now.
Rams' best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Austin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 18.
Now Brown throwing on fourth down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On the double. Double, 38.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Drill green.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy.
Here we go, here we go.
He decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Trying to shake off the interception. And look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior, 70.
Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 from a 49er D as they score a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
Come on.
do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to correspond to, and so the clock will...
He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Brown off the bootleg. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Brown. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball red.
Again, they run again at the entry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield.
Here we
Nice
go.
to see him get a stop. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Donovan Peoples-Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 12-yard line. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go. Ready.
Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A short kick and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go. Here
Now
we
from
go.
the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hut, hut.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
From the 10, this is 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Well, we said at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided. It's been ugly from the get-go. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Set, ready.
Scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on